In the ancient land of Israel, there lived a wise high priest named Eli. He had served God faithfully at the tabernacle in Shiloh for many years. But Eli had a deep sorrow in his heart. His two sons, Hophni and Phinehas, who were also priests, were not like him. They were greedy and disrespectful, taking the best parts of the sacrifices for themselves and ignoring God's laws. The people whispered about their wickedness, and their actions brought shame upon the house of God. Eli tried to correct them, but his words were weak, and his sons paid no attention. Their hearts were hardened, and they continued to walk a path that led away from God. One day, war broke out. The formidable Philistines marched against Israel, and the two armies clashed in a fierce battle. The Israelites were defeated, losing about 4,000 men. Shaken and desperate, the elders of Israel gathered. They asked, "Why has the Lord let us be defeated today?" Then, a misguided idea took root. They decided, "Let's bring the Ark of the Covenant from Shiloh here among us. Its presence will surely save us from our enemies." So, they sent for the Ark, and who should accompany it but Hophni and Phinehas. When the Ark of the Covenant entered the Israelite camp, a mighty shout went up, so loud that the ground seemed to shake. The Philistines heard the noise and grew fearful. They cried out, "A god has come into their camp. We're doomed. Who can save us from these mighty gods who struck down the Egyptians?" But instead of running, their fear turned into a desperate resolve. They rallied their troops, shouting, "Be strong, Philistines. Fight like men, or you will become slaves to the Hebrews." They charged forward with renewed fury. The Israelites, who had placed their faith in a wooden box instead of the living God, were utterly crushed. It was a disaster far worse than the first battle. 30,000 Israelite soldiers fell that day. The army was scattered, and in the chaos, the unthinkable happened. Hophni and Phinehas were struck down and killed. And the sacred Ark of the Covenant, the very symbol of God's presence, was captured by the Philistines. Back in Shiloh, old Eli sat on a chair by the roadside, his heart trembling for the Ark of God. He was 98 years old, and his eyes were so weak he could no longer see. Suddenly, a man came running from the battle line, his clothes torn and dust on his head. He rushed into the city, crying out the news of the defeat. The whole town wailed in despair. Eli heard the commotion and asked, "What is the meaning of this uproar?" The messenger hurried to Eli and said, "I have just come from the battle. I escaped today. What happened, my son?" Eli asked urgently. The messenger answered, "Israel has fled before the Philistines. There has been a great slaughter. Your two sons, Hophni and Phinehas, are dead." Eli absorbed these heavy blows, but then the messenger delivered the final crushing piece of news, and the Ark of God has been captured. At the mention of the Ark of God, Eli's strength gave out. He fell backward off his chair, broke his neck, and died. He had judged Israel for 40 years. But the loss of God's glory was more than his old heart could bear. The tragedy didn't end there. Phinehas's wife was pregnant and near the time of childbirth. When she heard that the ark was captured and that her husband and father-in-law were dead, she went into labor. As she was dying, the women helping her tried to comfort her, saying, "Don't be afraid, you have given birth to a son." But she didn't respond or pay any attention. She named the boy Ichabod, which means the glory has departed, for she said, "The glory has departed from Israel," because the Ark of God has been captured. This powerful story teaches us a timeless lesson. The Israelites thought a sacred object could save them, but they had forgotten the God the object represented. Cute strength and glory don't come from rituals or symbols, but from a genuine, obedient relationship with God. When we honor Him with our lives, His glory is with us. But when we turn away, we risk losing that presence, just like Israel did on that tragic day. It's a reminder that our faith must be in God Himself, not just in the things of God. Thanks for watching, and if this story touched you, please like and subscribe for more.